Here we are at our 33-foot growing dome. As you can tell, this is an older model that has some features that we have discontinued and since upgraded. One of those being our 16-inch foundation wall. All of our domes do now come standard with a 24-inch all-weather wood insulated foundation wall. This wall is filled with a 2-inch rigid foam insulation, which is an owner-supplied item. There are a few items that are either too bulky or too expensive for us to ship to you in the kit and are readily available at local hardware stores, this being one of those items. The sheet metal that lines the interior of the wall helps protect your wall from any moisture that may occur in your soil. As you can see, we also have our rodent protection option installed here. This is not an option that comes with the kit, but we do provide detailed instructions if you do deal with critters like voles or mice or squirrels, chipmunks, any of those little guys. The rodent protection is a great option for you. For the sake of demonstration, we've left the hardware cloth exposed, but when you install this, you will end up covering this with the 3/4 minus rock that you use for your foundation. So before we go inside, I do want to mention that this vestibule is also a component that we have discontinued. We have since upgraded all of our doorways from an inset doorway to a snow shed doorway, which is what you've seen on all of the other growing domes. Let's go on in. So our 33-foot growing dome does have approximately 850 square feet to work with. At our center point of the dome, we are looking at 15 feet 5 inches high. So there's plenty of room for large trees. You have a space where you could put a table if you'd like. These domes are great for communities or schools, organizations that are trying to feed a large group of people. Don't let that mislead you. These are also great for your homestead or your backyard if you do have the room. Now this dome will come standard with one electric fan and one solar-powered attic fan. The electric fan is going to be your intake, and the attic fan will exhaust the hot air out of your dome. This is the first size of dome that you'll see in our hierarchy of domes where we do not have any vents. The optional upgrades that you can add to this dome include extra electric fans if you wish for more airflow inside. You can also add an additional attic fan to help exhaust that hot air out of the dome. And if you do not plan on running electricity to your greenhouse, you could upgrade to the solar-powered cooling option, which would get rid of that one electric fan and replace it with 2 solar-powered fans. Now these fans are a little bit different than the fans that you saw in the other domes. These solar fans are 100% solar powered and they do not have a battery system, so they will only operate when the sun is shining. The other option that you can add when it comes to fans is the desert cooling package, which would come with either a solar fan or an electric fan and a misting system to help keep your dome cool. As far as keeping the dome cool, as you can see in this particular dome, we don't necessarily have any tall trees growing, but we do have our grapevine that we have trellised along the southern wall, and that is going to help provide shade to your plants, along with the shade cloth that comes standard with every dome kit. So the pond in this dome is approximately 2,900 gallons, and of course you do have the option of adding your water feature to help circulate the water throughout the pond. Additionally, you can also add a secondary door, which while it may limit some of your bed space, does provide additional ventilation.